Okay, this is it. The first day of the remainder of my life. So what's happening? Okay, Vietnam reopens today. And what that means is that information on its reopening, on the particulars of its reopening, visa availability, ability to buy tickets, should be possible. I'm about to find out. Now what I'm going to do, if you've seen the two earlier videos in the series, Road to Vietnam and I forget the other one, I forget the title of the other one. Exit Rant. I had been to Vietnam Airlines and they said both times to buy a ticket first. I mean get the visa first and then buy a ticket. But my experience on entering Vietnam previously has always been you buy the ticket and then you apply for the visa based on the ticket, because they require the flight number and destination on the visa application, like which airport will you be arriving at what time and on what flight and from where. So I'm going to go back to Vietnam Airlines and I'm going to try to do that first, see if they'll sell me a ticket, and then from there I'll go to the embassy either with a ticket in hand or with that information, trying to get more information on how exactly I apply for a visa. I know what day I want to travel. And when I try and go, yes, the case could be made. Hello.
Hello.
Are you collecting rubbish?
Yeah.
Do you make much money? No. Hard life. Oh, I gotta keep going. Have a good day. Yes, lovely, sweet people. Right, I'm not far from Vietnam Airlines, so what I'll do is I'll go in there, then I'll get back to you as soon as I have the requisite information. Oh right, we did that. I went into Vietnam Airlines and they said yes, go to the embassy first to get the visa. They said they have tickets on the one flight a day. It's not one flight a day, it's only, they were 4 flights a week, but they've gone down to 3. I find that hard to understand. Well, I think we're outside the Vietnamese embassy now. This driver has come a different route from how other drivers have brought me, not further, just by using back streets. Quite interesting. Seen a few other things I haven't seen before here. So I'll go in there and ask. Obviously I won't be able to video in there, which is why I'm talking now. Don't even really want to be brandishing a camera in the vicinity of an embassy or any sort of governmental institution. Although I have around here before, no one's done anything. Well, there you go. Here I am in the compound of the Vietnamese embassy. Just a little side part to it. I've been in there, inquired, and they said no tourist visas available. And March the 15th, opening day. So I'll go back to Vietnam Airlines, let them know that. We'll just have to wait and see what is going to happen, and I wonder how much longer I'm going to be here in Cambodia. Not that I mind, it's a great place to be. Thank you. Gave me a little spray of so that's very disappointing after, not only after 2 years, but of just these last couple of weeks. It's been a real emotional roller coaster. Enjoying being in Cambodia, but knowing that I have to get back to Vietnam and sort my affairs out, thinking it would be happening, and it's not happening. Well, not for now. I don't know whether, well, I'm not even going to speculate. It's just the way that it is. So you roll with the punches. You try to be as happy as Larry. And as an American will say, who's Larry? Well, go to Australia or New Zealand and you may find out who Larry is. The Larry who's happy and who you want to be as happy as. Well, I came back to Vietnam Airlines. How pleasant and helpful they are. Lovely woman there. It's ridiculous even saying that because everybody's lovely in this part of the world. Well, not everybody, of course, but most people are. And what she told me was very interesting. Vietnam had said it was opening today to everybody, March 15th. Well, I went to the embassy, they said no tourist visa, but she told me no tourist visa until the 1st of May. So, 6 weeks. Now I have to make other plans. Should I stay in Phnom Penh, where I'm settled and comfortable, but it's costing more than I like to pay, or should I go down to Kep or Kampot, where I can be spending less on, be spending a little bit more on food and a lot less on rent. And I have to factor that against the cost of travelling, because I don't want to travel on a bus at this time, so I'd catch a taxi, which would be $45 each way US, so that's another 90. Over the 6 weeks, yep, still a saving. To tell the truth, I really don't want to move around that much. What should I do? I really don't know. It's what I need to figure out. And you'll be the first to know. Another thing that I found out, which may or may not be so, it had said somewhere that on the entry for Vietnam it was a 72-hour, you needed a PCR test 72 hours in advance of arrival. Yep, and I said that in my earlier videos. Exit rant. But I've also seen that they may accept a rat test 24 hours up to the point of before the, within 24 hours of your departure. I can find out about that easily enough. I found a place where I can get a rat test for 45 bucks. But I'll probably hold off on investigating that till we get closer to the time. If you're finding this video useful, then please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Where else can you hear a pneumatic drill on the streets of Phnom Penh? Yes, going way beyond the normal tourist experience. It does help me to continue to make videos if you subscribe to my channel and if you click like, if you actually like the video, and or leave a comment. And you can also hit the notification button as well. That will also help me. It all helps me to bring these, to make these works, and based on being in the area for a long time, not just a breeze through in a couple of days. Oh, what am I to do? Woe is me. Yeah. Okay. So thank you for watching.